Okay, so that's what we are keeping. I mean, that's what we are using different servlets so that the reusability we can able to provide it. And it
Okay.
makes sense if someone is looking to your code. So okay, this is credit servlet, this is debit servlet, this is login servlet. So it will be clear. So if you want to modify any
Mm-hmm.
particular servlet, you can pick whatever you want to modify and you can add the changes. It make clear.
Okay.
Okay, so now we will see. So far we have discussed only like one servlet. Now we will see how to send the request from one servlet to another servlet.
Okay.
How to get the response back from that S2 to S login servlet. So this is S1, I can say S2, S3. Basically, I will develop three servlets today.
Okay.
We will see the servlet communication. Okay,
Okay.
we add new application. So basically, this one is to called as a dispatching action between one servlet to another
Okay.
servlet. So I will give the application name as the dispatcher.
So the module version is there, right? I mean, does it
Yeah.
is it something which is dependent on the Java version?
Yes, it's depend on Java version
Okay.
also. So if
So did you just select like a random version right now? 2.5 what you selected?
so right now, whatever version we are using JDK. So we are using Java compiler
JDK 7 or 8, something
1.4
like
or
that, right?
something. So if you increase it,
Oh,
so basic version here doesn't matter. So if you increase to 1.7, right? So then you can able to use 3.
okay, okay,
But it doesn't make, there is no much difference. You can use
okay,
2.5 also, 2.3 and 2. There is no much difference. So we can use 2.5. There is no issue.
okay.
Okay, now what I will do, I will develop one simple HTML page, or else I will copy from our previous page. So where is login app? I will copy from here. Why? Because HTML anyway, I mean we are familiar, right? So that's what I will copy it.
Mhm.
So this is a simple HTML page. So we have here some login servlet and some method, username and password. Okay. So let me
Mhm.
develop a login servlet.
Okay.
Com dot login. So this is the package name and servlet name. I'm giving login servlet and finish it. So you will see the error. Why? Because we need to add this runtime, server runtime. So
Mhm.
click properties. So you will see here targeted runtime and select your
Yeah.
server. Tomcat 6.0. Apply it. So we can
Mhm.
able to use the server runtime. Server runtime is ready. Now we have created one servlet, right? So if you go back to your web.xml, so Eclipse we are using a tool, right? So it will provide some facility to you. So whenever we are creating any new servlets, what it will do, it will register the servlet. So this is a servlet name with full package, and this is the name. It will give some
Mhm.
default name. So if you want, you can change it, or else if you want, you can reuse that one. Okay,
Okay.
it will register the servlet also with some action URL pattern. So copy this URL pattern and go to your so you have to give that URL pattern action.
Mhm.
So now servlet 1 is ready. So the method name what I had given here, post. So it will execute the do post method, correct?
Mhm.
So it will come to here and it will execute it. Just for testing, what I will do, I will add here one SOP. I am from login servlet do post. Okay, let me deploy it and we'll see whether it is working or not. Later on, we will add another servlets. You can keep on upside. Okay. finish it. Okay, your server is restarted. Yes, dispatcher, add it. That's okay, fine. So now basically it's supposed to open the login page, right? So in web.xml, we have to configure our login.html. So then only whenever you are deploying, whenever you are restarting. So basically whenever you are modifying your web.xml, right? It's basically XML. So we have to restart the server. Restart
Okay.
server. And now let me refresh it. Now we can able to see the
Username
username and
login
password.
page.
Yes. Some add user. Password is pwd. Password is pwd. And let me submit it. So it is going to login servlet, correct? And do post method is. Now what I want to do from login servlet, I want to transfer the request to
Servlet 2.
servlet to,
Second servlet.
yes, I can say
Yes.
credit account or something. So let me write
Okay.
another servlet. Right click here, go back, select servlet and give the package com dot credit. Come back and servlet name I'm giving here credit servlet
Okay.
and finish it. So this is your credit servlet. Okay. Now let me write here one sysout. I am from credit servlet do post. Let me
Okay.
add another statement. Sorry, do post. This is do get. Do get. Okay, now our servlet is ready. So whenever you are creating any new servlet, by default, Eclipse will register that servlet into your Eclipse. So the credit
Okay.
servlet is already registered, and this is a URL pattern. If you want to access this servlet, so you have to use this URL pattern. So let copy this
Okay.
URL pattern and go back to your login servlet. So anyway, right now we are reaching login servlet, correct? Till here we don't have any issue. Now we have a request object. It was prepared by container. So let access the request object. Request dot get request dispatcher. So inside the request object there is a method get request dispatcher, and we have to give the URL pattern. So I want to transfer my request to credit servlet.
Okay.
Now it will return you request dispatcher object. Let request dispatcher RD equal to. So basically from the request you are trying to call request get dispatcher by passing the URL pattern. So you want to transfer your request from login servlet to credit servlet. So now you are getting the request dispatcher object. So we have to transfer the, so here we can able to transfer in two ways. Let me add it forward. Request response. So here what I'm trying to do here, so I'm getting the request dispatcher object and I'm calling the method called forward. So as part of the forward, I'm also forwarding the request information. So whatever I'm getting from the browser. Why? Because if at all if you want to access something from other servlet, username and password. So just to send the request and response. So in credit servlet, you can able to access the username and password again back. Basically, we are trying to
Got
send
it.
same information from login servlet to credit servlet. Okay,
Got it.
let me redeploy and It's redeployed. Let me submit it, and you will see here
Need to.
I,
Mm.
I am from
Okay.
login servlet, and the request went to again back to I am from credit servlet do
Right,
post.
sir.
So we have a do post and do get method. So which method it will be triggered? So that is based on your form method.
Mm.
So in form
Okay.
I mentioned post. So for the rest of the servlet, it will trigger the do post method.
Okay.
So this is clear, right? How the request is going from one servlet to another servlet.
Yes.
Okay, now
Okay. Yes.
I want to transfer from credit servlet to debit servlet.
Okay.
Let me add another servlet called debit servlet. Not debit debit servlet. So this is the third servlet basically. So third servlet
Okay.
is ready. Now what I want to do basically, I want to transfer the request from credit login servlet to credit servlet to debit servlet. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me copy the code, this piece of code. Now I'm dispatching action from login servlet to credit servlet.
Mm.
Correct? Now what I had to do, I had to dispatch action from credit servlet to
Mm.
dispatch servlet.
Login. Okay. Yeah.
Correct?
Dispatch. Mm-hmm. Debit server.
Debit servlet, yes. So we have to change the request name and you have to send the same information. So inside the request, whatever you are trying to send, you have to send back everything. Now go to the debit
Mm.
servlet and add that assist sorts so that can able to see whether it reached or not. So now this is ready. Now let me access. Okay, let me keep up. So username is user and password is something did type. So first it reached to
Mm.
login servlet. From there it went to
The credit server.
credit servlet. From
Mm.
there it went to debit servlet. So this is the way
Okay.
to navigate the request from one servlet to another servlet. So now what I want,
How was it connected again?
just this is your connection.
Okay. Okay.
So first
Got
you
it.
have
Got
to
it.
log in from login servlet. From there you have to dispatch the action wherever
Mm.
you want. Okay,
And the login servlet has a credit servlet connection.
correct. Yes, and credit servlet having debit servlet.
Debit server. Yes.
Okay, now what I want to do. So now right now what we are doing the message in console, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see the message in the browser.
Okay.
How to display that kind of message in the browser. So now let me add request dot get get output stream dot print.
Mm.
So basically here I want to print right here print ln. So basically here right now so far just we are seeing the console. So now what I want to
Mm-hmm.
do, I want to display the same message into the browser.
Okay.
Okay, copy the same line. I am from login servlet. So now I will display the same message from the credit servlet. Paste it here. I am from credit servlet. and I want to write one more line into I am from debit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let me go back and resubmit it, and we will see whether we can able to see this information. Some username, some password. So I am from debit Servlet. So now,
Okay.
even though we are writing the message, but we can able to see only the final response, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Login message you can able to see, and the credit message you
Yes.
can able to see. No, you are not able to see. You can able to see only the last Servlet message, correct?
Yes.
But still we are trying to print something from login Servlet, from credit Servlet, but it is printing only the last message which is
Last
generated
one.
from the debit Servlet, correct?
Yes.
So basically, I want to print all the messages, whatever the Servlet is
Mm-hmm.
generating the from the output stream. So I want to print all the messages. So how can we print that one? So right now we are
Mm-hmm.
calling forward method, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What will happen if you call forward method? So first request will go to the login Servlet. Okay. From login Servlet to it will go to the
Mm-hmm.
login Servlet. From login Servlet to credit, from credit to debit. So while coming back directly, it will come back from last servlet to user.
Got
So
it.
that's what you can able to see only last servlet response, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, so that is the main meaning of forward.
Okay.
So the response you are getting from last servlet, correct?
Yes.
The before servlets, like whatever they are printing, that you are not able to see the in the browser. User will not able to see. Now
Got it. Okay.
what I want to see, I want to see all the responses. So whatever it is printing, whatever it is printing, and whatever it is printing.
Okay.
So how to do that one? So now let me go back.
Mm.
So right now we are calling which method forward, correct? So instead of
Yes.
forward, there is another method include.
Hmm.
Copy
Okay.
it, change it to include. So here also we are calling forward. So here also we are calling. So anyway, last alert is not required. Anyway, from
Okay.
response is coming back from last servlet only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now go back to your browser, write something, submit it. Now
Mm-hmm.
we can able to see all the servlet responses, correct?
Yes.
So that is the basic difference between forward and include.
Got it.
So basically,
So
how
these are all inbuilt methods only, right?
yeah, these are inbuilt methods only. If you
Mm.
use include method, what will happen? So from the user, first request will go to the login servlet, correct?
Yes.
From login servlet to debit servlet, from debit servlet
Debit server.
to credit servlet.
Credit server.
When we are coming back, it will come back to debit
Oh,
servlet
come back to debit service. Then to
from
login service.
from here. But in previous case, what will happen? It is directly
It'll
it is
go
taken.
directly to login service.
So that's what you are not able to see these responses. It is not printing into the user.
Okay. Okay.
So this is the main difference. Forward and include,
Okay.
and how to send the request from one servlet to another servlet.
Got it.
Okay. This is clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. So far, right? And now, so there is another problem. So far, what we had, and I mean, how we are sending the request inside the server.
Mm-hmm.
There is so many servlets is there. So now
Mm-hmm.
we know how to navigate from this servlet to this servlet, this servlet. So intercommunication we know very well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now what I want to do, I want to move out of the server. I
Mm-hmm.
want to move connect to some different server basically.
Okay.
So this is our own server, and I want to move out of the server and server 2. I want to access something. So how we can
Mm-hmm.
out of the server and how we can able to access the resource from outside of your server. So that is
Okay.
the next basically. Now what I want to do, I want to create another servlet. redirect. Okay, let me create
Mm-hmm.
servlet called redirect. So this is the servlet name, and package name I'm giving com dot redirect. So this is basically a new servlet I'm creating. So new servlet is ready.
Okay.
So from this servlet, what I want to do, I want to call a Google server. So from my local server, I want to call a Google server. From Google server, I want to see the Google page. Nikhil, can you able to hear me? Hello? Hello? Nikhil, can you able to hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, okay, fine. It's recording. Okay, so now what I want to do, so far we are communicating with the different servlet within our server, correct?
Yes.
But now what I want to do, I want to communicate with a different server and I want to access something from that server. So how to send,
Okay.
so how can I able to move out of your server and how to connect with a different server? So this is our own server, but I want to connect to some different
Mm-hmm.
server S2. So that how can we do it?
Okay.
So now go back to your servlet. So what I did is just now I created one new servlet called dispatch.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the new servlet I created, and we have also login page. So what I want to do, if
Okay.
from the login page I want to access the redirect servlet. From redirect servlet I want to send the request to some different server that I want to access from something from that server. Okay. Now
Okay.
first go back to login page and on click of login. Now the request I want to send the request to the redirect servlet. Instead of login servlet, I am changing it to redirect.
Okay.
Okay. Now let me test it first whether it is working or not. Let me test it whether the request is going to redirect servlet or not. After that, I will add some piece of code which will send the request to the outside of the server.
Okay.
Redirect. Okay. Now let me deploy it. Yes, now deployment is done. Now go back, just refresh it, enter something and submit it. And you can see now the request is going to redirect servlet, correct?
Yes.
Now what I want to do, from redirect servlet, I want to send the request to the Google server. So now so we have, let me copy some of the valid Google URLs. Let me open google.com and this is some valid Google page and let me type here some flower.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if you type flower, these are the things I did manually, right? First I access Google server and
Mm-hmm.
there I send another request. From there I'm getting, this is the response, correct?
Yes.
Now what I want to do, these
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
want to do from my servlet.
Okay.
So let me copy and send this request to the. So from my servlet, I'm trying to access some other resource. Okay, let me
Okay.
go back. So this is my login page. Now let me add something.
Mm-hmm.
Send it.
Okay.
So you are getting response from Google
Hmm.
server. Correct?
Got it.
So
Yes,
now
yes.
go back. So now let me consider username. Let me read username. Okay, open
Okay.
direct servlet. Let me read the username.
Okay.
String user name equal to request dot get parameter and username I'm trying to read. So this username, right? So as part of the
Mm-hmm.
username, sorry, I will pass whatever I want, correct? So right now I'm hard coding
Yes.
flower here. So let me add dynamically. So as part of the username, I will pass some different value. So right now I
Mm.
want to see some of the Apple pictures. So username I'm giving
Okay.
as Apple. Now let me send the request. So you can able to see the Apple website, correct?
Oh, how did you do that?
So first, right, I'm trying to read I want to see some of the um, mango pictures. Okay, username I had given a mango as part of the username. Let me submit
So
it.
depending on the username, the search will.
Correct, yes. And that username I'm reading from the request, correct?
Got
So,
it. Got
so
it.
that
Mm-hmm.
username I'm sending to
Mm.
Google server. Okay, give me the results. This is
Got it. Got it.
request. So I'm getting the response
Got
back.
it.
So like that, you can write whatever you
Okay.
want. So you can able to get different results. Why? Because we are interacting with a different server and we are trying to access their resource.
Got it.
So this is so previously if the flower we are hard coding, right now I'm sending from the request.
Yes.
Now let me send it. So you will get some pictures, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the way to send the request from one server to another server or one servlet to another servlet.
Mm.
So this is clear, right?
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Now what I want to do. Okay. Now what I want to do. We have a web.xml, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So inside web.xml we are registering so many servlets and HTML page we are registering. And this web.xml
Mm-hmm.
is only one for application, only one web.xml for all the applications. Sorry, for one applications. So inside one web.xml you have to register n number of servlets, correct?
Yes.
So basically, right, say for instance, you have one servlet. So if you
Mm-hmm.
want to pass some inputs, some standard inputs, some constant values, so how to pass to your servlet? One particular servlet. Or else, if you want to pass one standard input for all the servlets, servlet specific
Mm-hmm.
or it's a global. So there is a two ways. One servlet specific values for servlet 1 if you want to give some specific values, for servlet 2 if you want to give some specific values, how to give it. For all the servlets if you want to
Mm-hmm.
give one same information, global
Mm-hmm.
information, so how to give that one
Mm.
for each servlet specific, or for all the servlet you want to give same information, so how can you give some input
Mm.
to your servlet from web.xml? So
Mm.
that is, so that we will see now. So now go back to,
Okay.
let me add another servlet. So and you understood, right? What is the what I'm telling this one, to give the input to a
Uh,
particular servlet.
oh, yeah, couldn't understand it much.
Okay, first let me explain you theoretically, then I will, when I will write the program, then you will understand.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so this is your server. I mean application. Okay, you have a servlet
Okay.
one, and you have another servlet. You have three servlets.
Hmm.
Okay, for this
Yes.
servlet one, say for instance, discount. So discount is a one parameter. So for servlet one, you want to give discount is a parameter, and you want to give the um, param value as a 10%. For servlet
Okay.
2 also discount, but value is 12%.
Okay.
And for servlet 3 parameter is same, and you want to give the discount is a 13%.
Got it.
So now you are maintaining same parameter and value is different, correct?
Yes.
For all the servlet, they are trying to read the discount value, but you are giving, if they are trying to read the discount from servlet 1, they will get the value as a 10%. If they are trying to read the discount from servlet 2, you are giving discount is at 12%. Okay,
Yes.
say for instance, you want to maintain the discount for all the three servlets, one value, 15%.
Okay.
So how to maintain? Now we have a two request, correct? One is global. This is kind of global, correct?
Mm-hmm.
15%, and this is kind of local for each servlet specific.
Okay.
So how to do these kind of
So
things?
so you can maintain two value for the same parameter, one globally and one locally.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So that is the main intention. Let me write the program so that it will make more sense.
Okay.
Okay. Let me add a new application. So this one is to called as a context.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a new application, and I'm selecting the version as a 2.5. Okay, let me get the page, HTML page. So now login servlet is ready. So let me add one servlet called servlet one. So this is first servlet, and finish it. And let me add another servlet, servlet 2. Sorry. So basically I created two servlets, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, let me add server runtime. Okay, so now server runtime is ready, and your servlet also ready. Now let me, okay, servlet one. So now what I want to do, basically I want to add one parameter called discount. So one
Mm-hmm.
parameter discount, and if I'll read the discount parameter from servlet one, I want 10%. If I will read the same discount parameter from the servlet 2, I want 12%. Okay,
Yes.
and I want to add some other parameter called offer price, so that I want to make
Okay.
unique across all the servlets. Okay, so how to add a servlet specific value? First, go back to web.xml, and let me add here login.html, and you have your servlet, correct? So this is your first servlet
Mm-hmm.
one, correct?
Yes.
So go to the servlet. Inside your servlet, so there is a value called init param.
Okay.
So we have to add init param. So what is the parameter name? I want to give discount. You can give the parameter
Okay.
name whatever you want. sorry, not here. So this is the init param we have to declare, param name and param value. The param name I'm giving as a discount,
Got it.
and I'm giving the percentage as a 10%. And the similar parameter I want to declare for servlet 2 also,
Okay.
but the value is 12%.
Okay.
Parameter name is same, correct?
Yes.
Now let me go back to your servlet. Okay, now what I want to do, so the method is do post, correct? So first it will come to the
Yes.
servlet 1. From servlet 1, what I want to do, I want to read the discount value. So how to read the
Yes.
discount value and from the web.xml, correct? So for that we need to
Yes.
call a method called get servlet config. So this method is inbuilt method and you are getting from the HTTP servlet. Okay,
Yes.
and when you call this method, so you will get, it will return a servlet you will get servlet config object. Okay,
Yes.
from this object, so you need to call your parameter. So what parameter you want to
Yes.
read? You want to read the discount parameter declare under the
Mm.
web.xml, correct? Let me add that
Yes.
parameter name and let me print it. So let me add one sysout discount from servlet 1.
Yes.
Okay, now I read the discount from servlet 1, correct? Now I want to read
Yes.
the discount from servlet 2 also. And if I want to transfer the request from servlet 1 to 2, so what I had to do, I had to call the request dispatcher, correct? Okay,
Mm.
let me add that
Yes.
code also. So we have already created, right? So let me, yes, I will copy the request. Basically, I am trying to send the request from servlet 1 to servlet 2.
Okay.
Here I had to write servlet 2. From each servlet, I am trying to read the discount parameter, correct?
Okay.
Now let me deploy it. Okay, basically login servlet we'll call a servlet 1, and from servlet 1 I'm trying to read the discount parameter. After that I'm sending request to servlet 2. From servlet 2 I'm trying to read the same request discount parameter. Let's see how we are getting the values, whether we are getting same value or different value.
Got it.
Okay, let me open this page, enter some, oh shit, this is our application name, context. So you are getting the username, correct? Let me keep at the top.
Yes.
So username, enter something, password, enter something, and click on login. So from servlet 1 message, we have to little bit change. So here I had to give servlet 2, correct? This is servlet 2, right? Okay, let
Yes.
me go back.
You don't have to restart the server. Huh?
So it will restart automatically. If you see there, right, whenever you are doing some servlet changes, if you see here, reloaded, this context has
Okay.
started. So server will
Okay.
restart
Okay. Got
automatically.
it.
Sometimes if it is not restarted, you can do restart manually. If you see this message means it
Okay.
is already reloaded. See
Mm.
here, reload.
Got it. Mm.
Okay, let me go back. So let me add some username, password, and submit it. So from servlet 1 you are getting 10 percentage, and servlet 2
Mm-hmm.
you are getting 12 percentage. So
Yes.
parameter is same, but value you are getting different
Mm-hmm.
value, correct?
Got it.
Now what I
Yes.
want to do, I want to declare a global variable called offer price. So so that
Mm-hmm.
offer price is same for all the servlets. So how to declare a global
Mm-hmm.
variable? Right now we are declaring a local variable, correct? For each servlet one specific value,
Yes.
right? Now what I want to do, I want to declare a global variable which is common for across all the servlets. So now go back to your web.xml. So just inside the web app, so inside the, this is the ending tag of web app, and above is the starting tag, correct? So inside the web app
Yes.
tag, so you can declare one of the tag called context param. So this is starting tag and this is ending tag, correct? So inside that, param
Yes.
name and param value. So here the param name I want to give as a offer price, and the offer price I want to give as a 15 percentage.
Okay.
So if anybody is trying to read from any servlet, so this price, so this is fixed, offer price is fixed for all the servlets. So let me read
Got it.
this offer price from each servlet and we will see the value, whether we are getting same value or different value. So to read this um, offer price, we need to get servlet context. So right now we are reading a servlet specific parameter from servlet configuration, correct? But this is not a
Yes.
configuration, this is a context parameter, correct? So how to get that
Yes.
context object? So that I will write here. So there is another method called get servlet context.
Okay.
So what it will return, it will return servlet context object, not config, context. The basic difference between that, here we are calling servlet config, but here we are calling servlet context. So we have a context object.
Mm-hmm.
So from that context object, we need to read the offer price.
Okay.
So basically I want to read the offer price. So what is the parameter name we have declared here? Offer price. Copy this name and read it. Offer price, and offer price from servlet 1. So we had to read it from context. So local variables we are reading from servlet configuration, and global variable we are reading from servlet context. So that is the basic difference between
Got it.
local variable and global variable. So from here also just copy this code, just add below. Code is same, parameter is same,
Mm-hmm.
but only the values will be the difference. So here I need to add servlet 2. Now if you see here, context is reloaded. Now go to my back and let me add something, submit it. Now see the values. So the discount from Servlet 1 is 10% and offer price from Servlet is 15%, correct?
15.
And discount from Servlet
Yes.
2 12% and offer price from Servlet 2 is 15%.
15%. Yes.
So this is the way we are maintaining global values and local values from the web.xml. Why? Because web.xml is common for all the servlets. You can write n number of servlets,
Yes.
but web.xml is always only one. So inside that you can configure the values whatever you want as per your requirement, and you can read it from the servlets.
Yes.
And this is the way we are
Got it.
declaring the, I mean, if you have a lot of malls, right? If they want to change the discount value, so just they will open the
Mm.
web.xml and they will change it and they will restart the server. That's all. So wherever you are reading, the discount will be
Got
changed.
it.
So we can maintain at one place, correct? So why
Yes.
the local means, let's suppose in Hyderabad they want to give the offer price 10%. The same in Mumbai they want to give 9% for some of
Got
the
it.
products. Let's suppose, say for instance, if they want to maintain a discount price same for all the cities, then they can declare a global variable. If they want to maintain different
Mhm.
discount price, they can maintain local variables.
Got it.
That way it's very easy to maintain.
Okay.
And this is clear, right? How to read the context
Yes.
parameters.
Hmm. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's all for today. So what I will do, I will upload this video into YouTube, and just you can have a look. Maybe you need to revisit again
Okay.
so that it will make sense more for you.
Got it. Okay. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, and if you have any
Tomorrow
questions,
same time, right?
yeah, tomorrow same time. If you have any questions, we will discuss tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
fine.
Sure.
Yeah, thanks.
And that exam done, were you able to get, Manohar?
Exam dump.
Uh,
I asked my friends after that. I didn't talk with them. Yeah, I will ask them again back. I forgot completely. I will ask them again back.
oh.
Okay.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
Yeah, I will
Fine.
ask them again
Okay.
back.
Thank you.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. You ask on Monday.
Yeah,
Monday or
yeah,
only Monday you will see them.
yeah. I
Yeah.
will ask. Yeah, I will
Okay.
call them. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.